What's going on, people? It's your boy Kofi back with another video. And before I get started, if you're new watching this video, please hit the subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video at the end, please hit the like button. Helps the channel out, helps me get seen. It's really good for the algorithms. All right, so please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. All right, so today I'm here to talk about the DualSense for the PlayStation 5. Sony decided to release the accessories for the PS5 a little bit early. And by the way, I think that's actually really brilliant by them to do this, to get, the accessories out there early so people could get their hands on it. Also increase the hype of the console because, after, playing around with this controller, my hype for the PS5 has kind of jumped up a whole lot. So today I'm going to be giving you guys my early thoughts of the controller, like build quality and stuff. I will not be talking about certain features because I don't have a PS5. All right, so this video, I'm not going to be discussing the rumble features. I'm not going to be talking about the haptic feedback triggers or anything like that. Also, I'm not going to be discussing the mic quality or the speaker. I'm going to be doing another video later down the line when I get the PlayStation 5. I'm going to do a final review of the controller when I get to test out all these features and stuff. But this video is just going to be a quick early impressions video. All right, so let's get started. Let's talk about the build quality first of all. The very first thing I do when I test out a new controller or I buy a new controller, right, is twist it. Yes, I try to twist the controller. And if I hear any squeaks and, noises, it automatically loses points. So I was very surprised that when I, got the DualSense controller and I tried to twist the controller, I didn't hear nothing. That's a sign to me that the build quality is very good. Even with the Xbox One controller, I thought the build quality and the overall ergonomics of that controller is pretty good. But even when you apply some pressure to try and twist the controller, you hear creaks and stuff like that. So you know the build quality can be improved. But with the DualSense, you don't hear nothing. So I really like the weight to the controller as well. It feels really good. The controller is also bigger than the DualShock 4. It's a little bit more girthy, you could say. And yeah, for someone like me, I got long fingers. So the PlayStation controller has never really been my go-to controller. I have actually always preferred the Xbox controller just because the controllers were bigger. So the simple fact that they've increased the size of the controller, I'm really happy about that. So I did test out a couple of games on PC because the PC platform is so beautiful. Even though I don't have a PS5, I can hook up the DualSense controller to a PC and play it. You can hook it up by holding the PlayStation home button and the create button, and you could connect it via Bluetooth, or if you have a USB-C, you could just plug it in. And yes, there's no official drivers out for the controller yet, but since the PC platform is so wonderful, you can make the controller recognize itself like an Xbox controller. So you can test out quite a few games just without the rumble features and stuff like that. So I did play Dragon Ball Fighters, Gears of War, and a couple of other games on PC, and I'm really digging the feel of the controller. The controller feels absolutely amazing. I was never really a fan of the symmetrical stick layout. I prefer the offset, but since they added more weight and the controller is a little bit bigger, it does feel a lot more natural in the hands. As for the triggers are very familiar to me. It feels exactly like the Dual Shock 4 triggers. I think it's just a little bit bigger when I'm looking at it. Also, the bumpers are a little bit bigger as well. But overall, the controller build quality, the feel of the controller, the weight of the controller feels really solid. I seen a couple people on social media complain that the start button and the create button are pretty hard to press, but I actually think that's a good thing because you don't want these buttons to be too soft where you hit it by accident in the middle of a game, it messes you up. So I kind of dig that these buttons are kind of stiff and hard to press. So when you're in the middle of a match, you don't accidentally press it by accident and mess yourself up. The controller does feature the touchpad. It's back. So for backwards compatible games with the PS4, you can still utilize it. So that's a good thing as well. I haven't been able to test out the battery life of the controller just yet. That's going to be my final review of the DualSense controller later down the road. But Sony said that they put a bigger battery in the controller, so I'm hoping it lasts longer because that was one of my main issues with the DualShock 4, that the battery didn't last too long. It really didn't. Well, it is USB Type C, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna charge really fast as well. As for the sticks quality, PlayStation has always had a history of having bad sticks. They wear off. The thumbsticks, come off at times. But so far, after using the DualSense controller, so far so good. I have no complaints. But you gotta actually use the controller for longer than a day or two to really know. So I'll come back and let you guys know how the sticks are feeling. A month down the line. A couple months down the line. That's how you can really know if the sticks are good or not. But I do like the tension in the sticks. It feels really good, and I do like the softness of the PlayStation home button there. It feels really premium. Like overall, the build quality is very nice. I have no complaints. The PlayStation controller is my ideal controller for fighting games, and the D-pad is really good on this controller as well. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy with it so far. I'm gonna continue to goof around with the controller until the console comes out. Then I'm gonna come back and make a final review when I test out the rumble, the haptic feedback, and all of that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Once again, I want to say, Sony, you guys did a good job with this controller. I'm really liking it a lot. And it's looking like it's going to be my favorite PlayStation controller of all time. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to check you guys out in the next video. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take it easy, people.